Hello everyone, my name is Hawk301 and I'm here to present my entry in the January 2015 MobCave Base Race Challenge. This is a two-part race. The first part is a speed challenge and that's what we're going to tackle today, or begin to tackle today. We have 2 hours and 40 minutes in which to collect all of the items on that list and put them in the chest back here. Part 2 is a building challenge, but we'll do that another day. You might be able to tell from my sort of like hectic nodding that my words are not at all in sync with what's happening on the screen. This is because I have lost all of the audio. I spent 2 days editing the audio and trying to filter out noise, and then somehow when I was working on it in the middle of the night last night, I deleted it completely. I have no audio, and so I decided I should probably record this so I have any kind of entertainment happening while my character sort of jumps around like a demented rabbit. I'm on the stairs now, getting ready to start the challenge. I was using my phone as a timer. I've decided to begin. The timer has started. I'm going to do 20-minute episodes. 8 20-minute episodes should make up the 2 hours and 40 minutes that the challenge goes on for. I've already fallen off the bridge. Pretty good start. I begin as you might expect. I'm just punching wood, punching trees to make my initial tools. The list of items is pretty lengthy. It includes items like an anvil, obsidian, iron bars, things that you need to cave for. And so my first priority in this challenge was to get down into a cave and get the diamonds that I would need to do things the most efficiently. So you'll see me gather my starting food and then jump down into a cave, or attempt to find a cave, pretty soon here. The video is a little bit choppy. This is due to me still not having my OBS settings completely as efficient and effective as they could be. This is something else that I'll work on in later episodes, along with not losing all my audio completely. This is the first proper video I'm ever making for YouTube, so things are a little bit patchy. I apologise, and I will do my very best to fix this for future episodes. Right now you get me doing post-commentary, and isn't that just a reward in itself? Not really. It's pretty poor, actually. Looking at the list again to check how much stone I need, I guess. Sort of the standard UHC start. I found a cave right here as well, which I'll go down into in a second. Sort of the standard UHC start, make a pickaxe. I probably should have made a stone pickaxe a bit earlier instead of picking all that stone up with my wooden pick, but a bit late than never. I'm gonna make a stone sword, a stone axe, a stone shovel, and a furnace here, just so they're completely prepared. I've decided in this challenge to forego using iron armor. And I haven't completed the challenge, by the way. I've stopped recording after this first episode, so I don't know what happens after this episode. I might very well die because of my lack of iron armor. But I decided to go armorless because I'm hardcore. Or at least as hardcore as one can be, sitting in front of a computer playing Minecraft, talking to himself. But be that as it may, I've pretty much got my setup here. I don't remember crafting this slowly. Yeah. That's pretty interesting. I've never actually watched myself back before, and you tend to notice all these little nervous habits I have, like moving my tools around in their hotbar, or switching them and then switching them back in position. You'll see that a lot. Very twitchy. I'm getting my first iron here. This, like I said, not going towards armor, I'm going to instead put it towards the anvil that I'll eventually have to craft. While I was playing this, I had the raw items checklist up on the side. It was made by EddCase, sort of lists all of the raw materials you need, and I know I need a very large amount of iron off the top of my head. It was at least a stack, I think, but don't quote me. I know I had to have 100 and something coal, so I'm just collecting all the coal I can see, because I need all of the coal. What haven't I said about this challenge? It's run by EddCase of the MobCave. I will link to his video explaining the rules in the description. Probably should have said that earlier. I will link to his video in the description. It explains both the rules and how you can get involved in the challenge for yourself. From the little I've played of this so far, it's pretty fun. I like speed challenges, and this is pretty much the classic speed challenge. There's also, as I said, the building segment, in which you use the materials you collected in the speed challenge stage to build a structure in the building stage. The theme for this month is you have to build something that you might find in an industrial city. I am notoriously, horrendously bad at building things, so when I get up to that stage it's going to be pretty funny, because I'll build something ugly and you can all point and laugh and make fun of me. So I'm looking forward to that. You should be too. I'm cooking some mutton. Fun fact, I think this is the first mutton I've ever cooked in this game, because I don't really play on 1.8 before. So there you go, little moment in Hawk 301 history right there for you. I'm about to chase after some coal. So I have 16 iron already, as you can see, which I thought was a pretty good start, considering I just went on that very, very surface basic cave just now. Now, the lag starts to kick in here, as you can see, and I start having trouble killing these cows, which does not bode at all well for what's going to happen later. At the moment, I'm sort of just confused. Running through the forest. There's a cow. Oh, but he sort of evaded me. Oh, there he goes. I have had so much trouble. I was getting quite frustrated in the video itself, just because I was kind of failing at like the most basic of Minecraft. I don't know what I'm doing here. I just sort of paused for a second and thought, or shame, or failure more likely. Oh, I've ignored that one. I'm done. No, I've gone back for it. Okay, that one was a bit smoother, and for some reason I only just now got the cow tipper achievement, despite having killed like 4 cows previous. That's fine. This is a working game, leave it alone. Oh my god, this is hard to watch. I need to improve my frame rate lag for future episodes, because I just look like an absolute numpty. I think I'm looking for more animals, but I've sort of just been confused. I don't think we're going to find them down here. Okay, I've just noticed that I'm digging into andesite, which is one of the items on my list, so I'm picking up a few bits of andesite here. And now I'm pretty much like defying the law of Minecraft and digging straight down in an attempt to find a cave quickly. I've run into a coal vein that I didn't mind. Oh, here we go. Now we're in a fun place. Immediate skeleton kill, and then I turn around to the creeper here. The problem with not wearing armor is that this could turn bad for me at any point. And I think I got quite lucky in this episode, as I don't really have any like horrendously horrible near-death encounters, but I'm only 20 minutes into this challenge, there's still plenty to come. I wasn't quite sure if that was granite or diorite, and I need diorite, so I picked the diorite up here after identifying it. As I said, I've never really played 1.8 much before, so this really confused me. I'm not really sure which of the new blocks are which yet. I'm not really used to seeing them in the world, so I had to stop for a second and work out what was what. I think I needed a fair bit of diorite, something like 40 or somewhere thereabouts. These numbers are probably going to all be off. I don't have the list in front of me right now, so... But that's, if you want to see the list for yourself, that's also on EddCase's video. Quite a lot of diorite is needed, by the looks of this. Finish off the mutton, the last of my cooked food. I seem quite unhappy about something, by my head shaking there. I don't know why I felt the need to reorder my inventory there, but there you go. This is the sort of weird idiosyncrasies you notice. Plenty of iron in this cave. I got pretty lucky with the cave and finding pretty much one that will take me to diamond level almost immediately. Hello. I don't know why I keep looking at my inventory. I seem really confused or upset about something, but I can't remember for the life of me what that was now. The side effect of needing like 100 and something coal is that I'm going to spend a lot of video time mining it. I also decided that since I was in complete darkness that I would make torches for the viewers, because I thought this video was going to be pretty much unwatchable unless I started making torches. So in a second you're going to see me waste a bunch of my coal to make torches, and I'm going to have to mine even more coal later because of it. If I was just playing solo I wouldn't bother with the torches, but because I was making a video for YouTube I figured I should probably make the video watchable. Here are a few skeletons, none of them really seem to be making themselves apparent quite yet. Gold's down there. I need like 8 gold or something thereabouts, so after taking care of that skeleton I checked my inventory for a bow there. I realised I didn't have an iron pick, so I started smelting this painstakingly slowly in my single furnace, so I made some more furnaces. And then proceeded to not smelt the iron. You can hear lava, that's beneath me. This cave does go... I'm already at Y24, I'm almost at diamond level, and as you can see here the cave proceeds down quite nicely. But I want to pick up that gold first, so I'm going to hang here. I have leather in my inventory. I could have made like leather boots or leather pants, but I decided not to just because I think it provides like half an armor point, and at that point is it really worth it? I also wasn't sure if I needed the leather for something else. I didn't want to burn my leather on something that's really not going to make a big difference to me. So as we approach the 12-minute mark, we head down to diamond level. This didn't look very promising initially. It kind of looked like this lava pool just sort of dead-ended, but I went for a bit of a dig and it was quite fortunate. My top priority right now is to find diamonds, because I knew the biggest time sink in this challenge would be the finding of diamonds. You can find diamonds quickly, or you can find them slowly, and if you find them slowly, then that will just increase my time tenfold. So that was pretty much goal number 1, to get diamonds. That skeleton was full and went into the lava, and that zombie wasn't really on top of his game either. So right now I'm sort of just running through these caves trying to find diamonds. The gold requirement's almost complete as well, which is quite handy. But I figured once I got the diamonds and I got my obsidian for that obsidian requirement, then I would be in pretty good shape to head above ground later and finish the easier ones. I heard something land in the water and they gave me a bit of a jump, I think, and then decided that I probably shouldn't care about it, and went back to my coal mining. I made the 40 torches, which is good for lighting purposes if I'd actually used the bloody things. I sort of just wasted my coal on them and now they're just kind of sitting in my inventory not being used. It really makes me angry in retrospect. Back up to almost a stack of coal. Like, there's not even a need for them now that I'm at lava level, because the lava pretty much lights up fine as is. Here I am heading over to this gold. I think I've just completed my gold requirement, which is why I didn't bother mining the rest of that. You only needed 8 gold, so I decided to just leave the rest of it be. Iron and coal are always needed, so I mine the rest of this. In case any of you were wondering, by the way, this post-commentary thing, it's only for this episode. Next episode, well, hopefully, let's not make promises. Hopefully it will only be for this episode. Next episode, I will hopefully not delete my audio in the middle of the night, and this could all be avoided, and you could have my, like, less coherent live commentary instead, and things will be as they should be. Mining that redstone there. Still kind of desperate for diamonds at this point. I've been down here for a few minutes now and nothing's happened in the diamond front, which is not good. The longer we burn on the diamonds is obviously much more time added onto our score. This is probably a bit hazardous what I'm about to do. I just kind of say fuck it and just bridge across this lava, and a badly placed skeleton could just end me at any point. I put a block there, to stop that creeper from following me. But even still, this is a pretty foolish thing for me to do here. Don't know what I was thinking. In my hurry to get to the other side, I kind of sporadically place blocks. Just checking my Y to make sure I wasn't going above diamond level. It's at this point that I first sort of realised that redstone is something I actually need to be collecting. I hadn't really been collecting it that vigilantly beforehand, but at that point I sort of looked at my raw list and noticed I needed like 64 redstone or something thereabouts. So I started actually collecting it properly. Even if I hadn't been collecting for that, redstone's always a good thing to mine because it gives so much XP. Not that I'll be enchanting really, but just Minecraft tidbits with Hawk 301. I reached my stack of redstone there, so I just tossed the excess. I'm gonna head back to where I came because I didn't think there was going to be much else in the way of useful materials past there. At this point, useful materials is defined as diamonds, and that's about it, because it's the one thing that I really need from down here. Bit of a ravine here, not a very fruitful one though, but it does lead down into this cave. And more iron, which of course I need tons of. One thing I need for this challenge is a very damaged anvil, and I'm not quite sure how that's going to work, because, like, how do you damage an anvil? Do you damage it by dropping it, or do you actually have to physically enchant using it? There's the diamonds, there's the magic gems. I was ecstatic at this point in time. There's the achievement. And the first thing I'm going to do is squander these diamonds completely. And make a helmet. I figured I only needed 3 for the pick, so I might as well just use the rest on something vaguely useful. So there you go. I have the thing I needed the most, and probably the hardest item on the list to find. So I just need to go and pick up the obsidian. Also, having a diamond pick's very useful. This is a speed challenge after all, and I can mine things very... I almost kill myself right there, Jesus Christ. Having a diamond pick's very useful in a speed challenge, of course, because it mines things just so much faster. Especially in this kind of challenge where I'm mining a lot of things. A diamond pick just is going to speed me up so much. So I'm going to head back to the intersection of the water and the lava I was previously at, so that I can pick up some obsidian. As I was saying about the anvil, I'm not quite sure. I could look it up in like 2 seconds, of course, but I'm not quite sure, as of saying this, whether I need to enchant or just sort of drop it. If I need to enchant, I don't know what I'm going to have to do. I suppose I'll have to sort of repair, sorry, not enchant. If I have to repair, then I guess I'll have to make a bunch of like stone tools and repair them repeatedly. I sort of burnt myself there, and also burnt the obsidian I was mining, because I'm a fool. Tried to do it quickly. But no, if I need to repair things with the anvil to damage it, I might have to gather a bunch of stone tools or something in a previous episode and use these XP levels that I've been gathering for the redstone, so... I think you actually do have to repair to damage an anvil, but I don't know, I don't use them that often. At this point, I remember there is something else that I should probably get before I leave this cave behind, and it's not this iron, it's the lava. I need a lava bucket, one of the items on the list, and I go back to pick that up in a second here. Pretty sick of mining coal at this point, and this is the second time I'm sitting through it, so... it's a regular barrel of monkeys. Yeah, I was a bit confused at why I wasn't using my diamond pick on this, and so I switched to that, and it speeds things up immensely. I think I've almost reached the coal requirement. I have something like 89 there, and I need to get, I believe, 104 coal. I need to make like 9 coal blocks, and I need to smelt some other things as well. So I'm pretty much almost at the coal. There shouldn't be much more coal collecting after this episode. There's my lava bucket right there. I also need to get a water bucket, but I can do that on the surface anytime, so I don't really bother with that. I believe that's all I need from the deep cave. I got the redstone, I got the gold, and I got the diamond, and I got the lava. So at this point, I'm beginning to head back up to the surface. I still need to get more coal and iron, but I can get that on sort of surface cave, so I don't need to be down here specifically for that. And I've mined out most of the stuff down here, aside from like all of the stuff that I'm going to mine now. I think I'm almost at the iron requirement as well. I'm only now noticing that my commentary is going over 20 minutes. I probably exceeded the 20-minute limit a little bit for this episode. I think it's actually close to 21 minutes. But actually, no, it's not, because I didn't start the timer from the start. I started the timer from when I went down the stairs, so it should actually be close to 20 minutes. So that's alright. Skeleton nearby, but I sort of just ignore it. I've been so fortunate with the mobs in this cave, maybe because I got to lava level quite quickly and it's very bright down there, so they can't spawn. But either way, this is where I end off for this episode. Thank you for watching. I will see you all in episode 2, when I will try not to goof up my commentary, and we'll all have a fun time. I'll see you then.